Well, I got big boxes out there too, because we don't want anything to fly off the slide.
You spell Maddie, I-E.
M-A-D-D-I-E. Is there another mole on that?
Don't ask me how. Even you could tell me. Do what you You're fertile.
He's fertile.
All right.
Oh.
That'll go good with your shoehorn I got you last.
Where'd that?
Now, Magnum is smell. They should have called her Magna.
I'm gonna wear this Friday.
M-I-M.
Well, how come I didn't get one too?
Wait, we gotta wear this. We gotta wear this for our Magnum meeting.
You're gonna be the Magnum tank. Wait a second. The balance of power is now swung to them.
Mike, I got your proxy, remember?
Oh no, I sold out. 75% right here.
Yeah, right
Oh,
here, 75.
I sold out. You lost your. No, I just assigned my voting rights to Patty.
Oh, yeah, what a GF. It won't take much of a
I
guess.
control Magnum. Magnum's mine.
Huh?
You guys can't go to
Well,
Napa and
I
keep it up
did
like
this
that.
before we knew what we were gonna do.
We gotta get 2 more of these.
Who are the other two for? Yes. Oh yes, this is gonna be the uniform.
Well, where do I get one of those?
Mikey and Lanny.
Anywhere you want to get them. Any t-shirt.
What about Sue? Well, her and Lanny
She
are.
gets community property. She can put her head under.
Oh,
his
wait.
Oh, we should sit around the table up in Tahoe with
Like
a
old
Magnum
people.
shirt like this. Oh, I would feel like an outsider. Big business decisions.
Should we sell or should we refi?
For some reason, I just can't communicate with the partners. I can't understand why that is. Huh?
Mike, because you lost interest.
You don't have a hood.
I just can't seem to get through to
Nobody
these
else
people.
understands me.
That's terrible.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, this is gonna make everybody. This is gonna be it.
If you got Lanny one, I'm really gonna bitch.
You're really gonna bitch when you don't sit at the table. It's gonna be us three.
Let me see, I got it actually.
But you will get your check.
Let me see.
That is pretty
Little
awesome.
chain.
Thank you.
Yours ain't broke, I'll tell you what.
How come it's Magnum anyway?
Because Lanny wants to build a development on a cul-de-sac, and he wants the number to be 357, and he wants the street to be called Magnum. So you can have an address at 357 Magnum.
Yeah, I think that thing right there. Right there.
That's so dumb.
He thought it through. Because developers get to name the streets. That's the way. Well, thank you.
What are you guys gonna do with that?
Heaven only knows.
Sweetheart, I think this was meant for you. Shivers doesn't last long in our place.
It does too.
And I don't drink it very often.
Oh shoot. No,
Don't shoot Magnum.
neither do I.
Oh.
I do drink it.
Rarely, but in mass quantity.
Really?
Gosh, the best.
Jumpy.
Huh?
Next bottle.
Yeah.
Well, that
No,
tree
it's
sure
not
is
12
up
years
to
old.
Yeah, dang it, we have much
Now,
left
this is
over.
good stuff. This is the best whiskey there
That
is.
is. Oh shoot, Gloria.
Shivers
Don't get bad.
in Amaretto.
When's the last time you drove me to Vegas and It's been a long time. I've been drinking brown.
Where's that from?
It's been a long time since we had any Amaretto.
It's just a little personal thing, so they don't get stuck with the VCR.
Stuff for the VCR.
So when are you coming up?
Your place?
Yeah.
It's called going down.
It depends
I'm gonna
from
tap
your
into
orientation in the
Dylan, too,
universe.
If I
south goes down,
Say going down,
Why?
and we're going north.
because that's down towards the bottom of the earth.
What makes that the bottom?
Because the north in relationship to everybody's way of thinking is always at top of the map.
Well, why is that the way of thinking?
You
We're
asked
in
me
the
that.
universe and
You've
we're
seen
the other way.
Ask the map maker.
But I'm trying to put a Washington musical T-shirt in a greeting card.
Carpet's all
Kind
in.
of the gift that does it all.
Tiles all in.
Well, you had a problem with the bathtub, how'd that work out?
Got it all fixed, and it looks real sharp.
What's that?
Bathtub, the tile, all the fixtures.
Would you extend the wall, or did you shrink the bathtub?
No, we had to take out the wall, the cement and the tile, and then put the bathtub back in, and then rub it over. It worked out real nice.
Does Tom Sock sing too?
No.
Are you back in your house, or are you still in the,
Well,
not
you
sure
do.
closet?
Who knows what they need?
I know what working
I don't have to
construction
clean up
is.
2 houses.
You aren't cleaning
I don't
any
know if you.
corners.
You already?
Well, can you wash that?
Yes.
These dads are orange.
Yeah.
Work tomorrow.
After that
Well, how long
before.
did you do that?
I don't
It
know.
only takes you
No,
Well, as
but
soon as
for-
we
Hey
get.
lady, you better watch out, cause he's got a lot more to come.
Oh, don't worry, I got some for him too. But as soon
And
as.
she gets too uppity? I sent her to the moon!
Okay, Ralph.
Bad.
I've never seen anything
If he
like
gets a
that.
gut like Ralph, I'm sending him to the moon.
Figure they got
On that
like Ralph, you
airplane.
can't send me to the moon.
No.
Put him on a Challenger.
As soon as I think
What's
as soon as
that,
we get a bed
a
frame.
picture?
It's
And
a
get the
musical
closet.
T-shirt.
Now you guys getting to know.
Oh, I think that's Mickey
furniture and
Mouse.
everything? What are you gonna do with your old furniture? What's he gonna do with his old waterbed?
It's already been killed.
That's history.
I was gonna say, I'll take it.
You want the old frame?
Why, I need a waterbed.
Well, no, the only thing
I
that
got
you need
one,
is the
Dad.
plastic insert.
I got a king size one of it.
What's
They're
your picture?
so bulky that it's just.
We have ours, but we've got one that we have when we was in college.
Is that right?
Is it just the bed or is it the frame too?
I got everything.
The whole thing?
What's the
Frame,
size?
the mattress, the heater.
What's
You
the
got the
size?
heater?
King.
Me
King.
too.
I got, shoot, I
You
have
want
one
it
of
in
yours,
water?
I'll take it. How big's the king dimension wise?
Big, like Moss bed.
It's really
Well,
Most came.
my biggest
Bigger.
bedroom is 9 by 4, or 9
Do
by
they
12.
make special
want my queen
mattresses,
size.
I mean special sheets for
Maybe
water?
cut down.
Yeah, or do you just use the same
What's
one?
that?
I don't know.
Read the card.
Don't throw nothing out until you tell me what you're throwing out, because I can,
We'll come down.
I can use a lot of stuff.
Just
You
about
better
everything is
But
going.
I
Why don't
mean,
you come down this weekend?
I can, I'm gonna be
From
at,
Booty and Glow.
Friday morning.
I wonder who filled that
No,
card
I'm
out.
not telling you this. I'll come down
Come
the
out
first,
the following week, the ninth,
Yeah.
again.
yeah,
That would be
I'll
good.
come down the first weekend I get back. Hell, you guys would be
You're
here.
gonna
all
be
week.
in
TV. We get
We're
Channel
high tech
5.
this year.
It's a high tech
That
Christmas.
says. It's real high tech Christmas.
What time?
8 o'clock. Bob and Glow said they have to get out of here.
TV.
Alright.
What time is brunch, 8 o'clock?
In your car.
No, I didn't even order brunch, cause Bob, I can't do it all.
Your
I
cat.
get out here myself.
Oh, my.
Cat, I can watch TV on the way to work.
If you're sitting on the freeway.
That's an hour and 15 minutes.
We'll have coffee and I'll go get
Well-
donuts or something.
Wow.
Well, I got,
What time they got leave on?
I'll
Tim,
scramble
I already got one. Go
eggs
give
and
me
I'll
the
have
milk.
sausage and hash
You got one of
browns
those?
and,
Oh, Hattie. I told you, check
Happy
it
Yeah,
out.
birthday.
Way to go, Glow.
Juice.
Way to go, Glow.
I enjoy that.
Tell me you're kidding.
Good.
What time
Glow.
do you go?
I'll come over.
Come on,
and
I'm taking one to Tahoe with me.
Oh,
It's
What time?
battery on.
Huh?
Serious.
What time?
8 o'clock.
You?
No, Mom named it Willie. Mike
was-
named
Don't
it
feel
Bill.
bad, Kathy.
Mike did not name it Bill.
What do you do? I gotta call a goddamn dog Willie.
I know, but we decided we were gonna call it a person's name.
Oh, they didn't like it because
No.
the
whip name. There's a whip name for a dog.
the neighbors had a cat named Willie. And so I was naming the dachshund Willie, but
Yeah,
I,
maybe you did name it Willie and we decided to call it Bill.
What's this we, Frank?
We called it Bill because Billy Jack was big then.
No, we would call it Billy then.
You guys, what does it matter?
I
Billy
named,
Jack was big
Where's the
then,
dog?
but we didn't.
I gave him a man's name.
you
Bill
didn't
the
like,
dog.
you didn't like the name Willie. I
No.
named Willie the day we
Sure.
picked him
I
up.
guess you did, and we didn't like it, but we decided we would call him that, and we'd call him Bill.
He's Willie Nick Sinsick Smith.
He's got a last name too, huh?
Yeah, he was registered.
We named all of our dogs. Except for Trixie.
Yeah, the truth comes out.
Except for Trixie, I named Trixie.
You presented this.
Yeah, I
I'm the
did.
one that raised those little suckers.
You tell him.
So I'm still in college,
Including you.
Whenever you want to go.
Yeah, she named me too.
I know.
I was gonna talk to you about that.
We had to stay up till Bob.
If you look in the phone.
I could have been a Gaylord.
Have
I
you ever
was
looked
that
in the,
close to
have you
becoming
ever
a Gaylord.
looked in the phone book to see how many Bob Smiths are in there?
I was 15 and 16 years old, and the neighbors had the cutest little baby boy named Bobby.
Really? Well, I've
Bobby's
changed his
okay.
name. I don't call him Bobby anymore. I call him Bobby. And you know what took off a B? Well, I do.
Since you're not gonna be happy with this, we
Okay, I'll change it back to
At
Bobby.
least there's one movie in the house.
Good news. No, there's three now. I think you'd like that, Daddy.
Something they came out with plastic.
You know, all this garbage
should've
fit
invested
very
in
nicely
plastic.
into that big box. Will the garbage guys pick up the big box?
Sure.
If it's not broken down?
No.
Well, I think this is all this garbage.
Mike, are you playing with my
Oh, no,
toy again?
they'll put the rocker in, put it in the back of the pickup.
Remember when Dad got his slinky?
Yeah.
That's a big event.
It was.
God, you bought your
It
dad
really
a
was.
slinky, a darn unicycle. What else did you buy him?
He's not an easy person to buy gifts for.
Yeah, he got slippers from Bob about every other year.
And he always loved them too.
Yeah, they were always a half size too small, I remember.
Then Bob took them home. I'm real shocked.
If you didn't see it, you could find the cylinder.
Well, I gave you the bathroom because I thought you'd use it, did you?
What color was it?
There's
Was
any
it,
time in which Bob is not in the condition to save
Yeah,
pennies.
use that one.
I'm gonna have cardiac
Although I
arrest.
like the one I got. Terry
I was in no
Fox.
condition to save pennies at that time.
Is that I gave you last time? Oh,
Give it to
because
Bob.
the only reason I let it go was that would have been the bathroom I would have worn, but I was so
No
sentimental at
condition
the
to
time.
save.
I'll bring it back up.
No, I give everything back to the kid that gave
Did
it
you really
to me.
stop
See,
doing that?
I would have wore it.
I'll
That's,
bring it back.
why are you lying?
If you wear
Why are
it,
you lying?
I don't worry, we're good.
well, then bring it
I'm not
back.
used to that
Why are
word.
you lying? I'm doing Goodwill,
God.
because we got pictures of me and
I'm gonna
you.
bring back the old
what you guys
bowling
do.
ball though.
I don't want the bowling ball.
That was a
Yes,
12 and
you
a half
are.
pounder, wasn't it?
My grandfather,
16. Who
I
wants a
called
bowling
it
ball?
dipping snuff as opposed to chewing.
Tom
tobacco, but
is
it's
about
the
the only one who can have a bowling ball.
I'll
We
get
used
the
to have
wall
these
cake.
big coffee
I've
cans
got, well,
they'd
another
spit
kid's
across
ball.
the room.
Sure.
Yeah, we were in Depot about a week ago.
Get coffee, can I?
Yes, I will.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
once.
met me for what, 15
That
grand?
means I can lay out
10
my hair.
grand?
No, I bought, I think
Seemed
you,
like
Well, I might not
Yeah.
decide.
no, actually, I gotta give you, you know,
Yeah,
you
I have a
can't
little one
throw
on
that
my,
one.
that's in my
I put
desk.
I helped put the summer
And I
together.
I got it, because I'm in that
Yeah,
office.
well,
so
I got you out of court, and you did a good turn on me.
That's dying.
How
I've
did
been
I
there
do
about
that?
9 in the morning,
Like
run
it-
around all day, and then I get out of there
What
about
did I give
9:30
you?
at night,
Oh,
so.
15
whoa.
I hadn't read
I
the
got-
newspaper.
I got
for
5
about
out
a
of
month
15.
now.
How much did that
You
do?
know, you call a lot at night?
Good.
Well,
Well,
actually,
actually, I'm,
But I got you out of trial.
I did
You
pretty
see
well
me
the first couple
twice,
weeks I was down here, so I
Got
got,
me out of trial,
very
it cost me about
far ahead of the
$20,000.
And now I'm kind of looking on the market so that I'm not doing
What other
them
favor did you do
things
for her?
anymore. And a lot of them.
It freed up time to go to Hong Kong.
Along the lines of financial planning.
I would have put some associate.
I just want to do more on the business environment.
Yeah, where's my
So that I
20%?
can Get home at night,
That's
so
right.
I can see Bobby
Real
around.
grand.
I'm
That's
going to
nice.
sleep by the time I get home.
buy him a ski lift
Yeah.
ticket.
What time do you get up in the morning?
Tell you what I'll do.
Depends.
What other cases have you made money off that I sent you?
Some people,
Tell you what,
I don't know.
but Wally's got a collateral case, when they
I
took it
suppose
there,
I
remember
should.
when they
Yeah,
took
the
it out?
time
Remember
down
the
there, I
airplane
was
case?
getting
That was a good
5:30,
case.
6.
Yeah.
Wrongful possession or something.
Yeah, and as the facts are coming out and discovering everything, it's like better and better.
Go for the punitive.
But I'm gonna have
Know
to
what
get
you should
double
do?
pierced ears.
I've got it in
You have
here.
a motion to
I've
discuss
been
claims?
for years. Oh, yeah.
Get it in
But
there.
I've got
You know why?
to one because
Because it's general liability policy.
I've got so many pretty earrings.
BIPD.
And they would look nice matching them up
Bodily
together.
injury includes emotional distress.
And then besides, you know,
Insurance
you're wearing
company
one
that's
set
got
of
defense.
studs or something.
You
and
go
then
in there
you
hard on
want
the punitive, reserve their rights, get in
Well, I have
another
one
big
son.
firm, and they'll say to
Yeah,
the
she's got
Wally,
one.
and
You have-
then
I have
the
one.
dead man will say, if I put pressure on the insurance company
I
to
was
pay off
pregnant.
this case, I don't have a
You did
punitive
this while you were
exposure.
I did the most
Now,
bizarre.
that's great for you.
I was
And
pregnant.
then you'll have.
I cut all my hair off.
The insurance company
I was
pay.
pregnant.
I remember that, yeah.
Cut it
Yeah, but
so
that was
short.
summertime
You don't
too.
have.
I know, but it was like every time I went, I'm like, cut it shorter, just cut it shorter, cut it all off.
Well, both you and Tom, when she was born,
Oh,
the baby had more hair than both of those had.
Why not? When his airplane.
It was so
it
sad.
just-
I went to get my hair cut a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, don't ever let me do
And
that.
that was his
Yeah.
most valuable
Cut it
possession
that
at that
short.
time?
It was like, I just,
Maybe
I
there
got
was,
one
maybe there was, but
whole
you know,
ball
Wally
in
is
my
such a
ear
cool
and it was-
guy.
Yeah, well, but you can work on what the idea of lawyering is.
Yeah, it
Work on
sounds like it, and you're
I just
telling me to
really
go
You know,
up.
so you get
No,
him
you
to
should.
decide the most
You
valuable
should.
possession.
Well, I'll be
I love
bald-headed,
to fly.
walking
And I
around.
was- and the
Gloria, you
guy-
can't, you don't have much more to cut off,
The
do you?
argument, go the other way, it's the money stress that he had.
I
He was
thought
buying
maybe
a bowling
greased it
alley.
back.
That too. Because under all that stress,
Used to
this
be
is my
moved before
last.
Tommy went like this.
Tom doesn't like moose.
I wanted some enjoyment of
My
life.
mother
Wasn't
couldn't.
that
I don't
what
understand
he said?
moose.
No, he was trying to
It
sell
makes your hair stay.
Well, I know, but it feels like what I do for a living. It's
It
concrete.
is, it is greased, but God, I
And he
don't.
almost
terrible.
terrible case because.
Yeah, but Tommy,
I
I'm
went
good,
I
6 hours a
went-
day, I don't have time to blow dry.
Why don't you just go with a nice fro?
And I couldn't sleep for 2 days.
Because I can't handle that, it's pretty rough on your hair. Besides, I don't have a real fro
Miserable.
anyway.
I don't have the king, huh?
Golden Gate
Ladies.
Bridge, and I thought twice.
I've been
whether I
thinking
should
about it.
jump or not.
And
Why don't you
really
go back to
seriously
that
consider
nice
it.
soft curl you had there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do when I don't just wash it and say,
And I
okay.
felt so bad.
You know, the law firm Hamley.
You look so pretty on that time, I have.
Not that you don't look pretty now.
Thanks, but it just really doesn't.
No, not that you don't.
Shut up, Cat.
But do
I
something
still
else, okay?
like that because
What
it
you
would
should have
look
done in
so.
their work for asking them if they're defending, if they're raising the
It's just,
advice
I
of
don't.
counsel. is
Probably
defense
after this
against
year
the
I'll go
allegation.
back, because my,
Committed
I won't be
damage.
putting in 16 hours a day, I'll probably
They
only
say
be putting in
yes.
12, 14.
And you got them. That means all
Well,
the
that'd be like a
communication
vacation.
away.
Yeah, so I'll have a little bit more time for my
Slow
hair and
down.
nails.
Bob
Can
can
I
afford
say
to support a
no?
woman and send her to the beauty shop
And that's
once a
fine.
week to
Taking
have
all that out of
hair.
the
Patty,
Yeah, but where's Bob gonna find a woman like that?
Patty, did you send the King inroads out?
Today,
You move in, Pam.
and admissions,
Nothing in Iraq?
and documents.
Isn't it nice to have your little secretary here? You can ask questions.
Oh, I know.
That's called overtime, Michael.
I was gonna say I'd charge him for every question I answer.
I imagine myself. Insurance coverage. General liability policy. You gotta have more stress.
Oh, well,
I can. I guess I'm a little afraid not to also.
Have a baby.
Maybe.
hey,
But I'm a little
now
afraid,
listen,
you know, I'm very much
I did-
afraid.
yeah,
of
she's
not
also
working.
33 and been working all this
Well, I'm
time.
gonna admit, when I redid my complaint, I just
Why what?
had a
Are you
general
afraid
version.
now?
I didn't see any much facts, it's just mistakes.
No,
But now
I
that I'm
would never do
seeing,
that.
what
That's-
came out in my discovery,
It's not
this
in
would be
my
easy to
psyche
vet.
at all, but-
Came out in the discovery.
I
was
just
Okay,
don't
she
think
didn't
it
grow up in
needs
a
to be
household
there.
either where a
when
mother's.
the attorneys found out
It's not just
that-
that, it's more that,
when the attorney found out that
things happen, and
it was
I don't
Kim's
have a
claim,
guarantee
the
that
attorney made a comment to the aircraft dealer who was holding the
Maybe
plane.
decides, hey, this is history, then
Something to the
I
effect,
don't
I
want
don't remember
to
the
start.
quote, something to the effect that I don't give a damn.
I mean, Tom was like, tomorrow,
Why don't you sue the lawyers too?
I still got what I got. And he would
They
be
aided
really.
But the cold
and abetted,
reality,
and you
yeah,
got-
the cold reality is that if you've been out of the work market for a number of years, then it's like having no work experience at all, even had you had.
Bookwalder.
Granted, but you
Yeah.
live
Yeah.
his
Yeah,
life.
big firm.
You're into life.
That's it.
That's,
Why?
that won't do me a hell of a lot of good
But you
if I
can't,
study
well,
back
you
in the
can't
market.
live your life like if
Who's the
it's,
lawyer?
everything stops tomorrow, then I won't.
Yeah, but I cannot ignore the fact that could be a reality either. I can't say, well,
Yeah.
oh,
No,
this,
you
I
can't.
can't put my head in the
And
sand and
I've
say,
never
well,
been-
this will probably never
Bob
happen.
Stevens.
I don't know why.
Well, maybe she wants to work. Now, if she wants to, and is not compelled to by all these other forces she's talking about,
Gloria
then that's
needs
fine.
work.
But if she wants to work,
You know, she
You
needs
know
it.
what you need to do? You need
She's
to,
coming.
you need to
Competitive.
high school athletics or something.
That'd be nasty.
Really,
I
really
do.
assholes.
She's
Yeah,
competitive.
they don't
I
wanna
are. Patty's very. You've
good.
gotta work.
Great with kids.
I've gotta do
Great
something.
with kids, you'd be
Oh,
a
yeah,
great
I love
coach.
I was
with
opposed.
Sales is competitive.
You made that.
Well, I'm involved now
Yeah,
with
what
Big
I'm
Sisters.
doing,
There's a real small
sending out my discovery request to find out who was involved. Once
So
I
I
find that out,
do
then
things
I'll
like that.
Ask the
I'm
advice of
continually,
counsel.
constantly finding out
Is that
what's
his-
going
his
on so that I can spend a
serious
little bit of
about
time
being
in
in education?
helping and stuff. Because there are some
They said, great,
underprivileged and
Yeah, they encouraged it, or I don't care. I do a little bit more discovery. I would make sure that if they say yes, I rely on
And that's
advice
okay,
of
but
counsel, then
I don't know,
would
I think maybe if I did have kids, it would be different.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, because they do change you, but right
I
now,
think
I'm
quite
just,
a lot, you
I'm
gotta
enjoying what
LAO
I'm doing.
ways
and
versus
I'm
Davis.
really working. We'll see what
That's a
happens.
unique case on what you can.
I think
see
about
what
it,
is
and I think, gosh, I'm
Richard
33.
Contract.
If I'm
She's got, she's got, she's
Rough.
got some.
Sounds like the lawyer
Oh, you bet.
participated in.
Get out of here, you played it.
She
down.
does
Well, you found out
Yes,
now.
I love it.
This is the first business I've ever gotten.
I've been a single
Just- it
woman
was
for
my
a long
trip.
time.
I got bracelets, I got watches,
No
you know,
way.
stuff like that. But
No, I'm the one that would be, you know, I am.
you can
if I were to buy my nails self
I had a
necklace,
razor
it'd be a
stuck
straight
around my
gold
scalp.
necklace.
Well, how long did
But
it?
every girl needs to know.
How long?
That's my philosophy.
Yeah, I have no idea, I can take care of myself.
Was there a demand made?
Just verbally.
That's delicate.
By, well, like,
I call it
My neck
off the
big
go.
enough.
Well, you
Just
can
don't try
write
to pull
down
that hit.
verification documents and all that shit down to.
That would be
And we'll reduce it.
I think I named the law firm too.
Okay, now when I wear mine in the shower, I always put the
Gotta be ready for a
plug
good
in the
fight,
shower,
but you also gotta be ready to try to case.
because in case it falls off, you're soaping up or something. That way, I
I
can find
can't
it.
do a lot of my necklaces since I can't do it with my nails.
Cause I usually,
I
Here,
don't mind
I'm
doing that,
good
it's when I get up.
it got to be such a strain taking off all my gold.
Yeah,
To get in the
I'm
shower.
like you, I'm like,
But
I
you
don't
wanna
take,
get the
the only thing I
insurance
take off is my
policy.
watch.
Is there an insurance?
Yeah.
Repossessed?
Clean
And
up
you
later,
know
I
what?
don't be bothered.
I don't have to
Oh,
clean my,
great.
I even bought a sonic machine to clean my jewelry. I don't have to clean anymore now that I carry.
Will it be?
You know what works wonderful? Oh, and the
Yeah, I could do that.
What works wonders
can't
is
do it.
bathroom
Well,
cleaner.
insurance would be
Well,
good to get
You
something.
have to feel it.
I apologize for the slap.
Okay, come over here.
General liability. But you gotta,
Carrier's
Get
not
out
even
of
been
here.
notified.
You want this buckle
Of
to
course not. You wanna get the most from the
Get her
source.
away from me.
And then you
Stop
send in
it.
an article asking
This
for
kid
their
gives me
general
such a
liability
rough time
coverage.
when I
They
call.
gotta give you
that
the
off.
answer to that, and then you just write them.
I just want to give you say
This notifies you of the fund, that's it.
Hey, you guys like your
Get out of
sweatshirts?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. See, I told you.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Those are pretty neat. They look like the mole people. Put it over your head again, Mom.
I'll put it over your head.
These are nice. Though. That's what I want.
Hands off the merchant.
That color is unusual.
357.
Is
It's not
that-
even summer. Look how
This
blonde
is
this guy's
great.
hair is. I can't believe
Is
it.
that,
This
is that,
is great.
is that what they call mauve, that kind of dusty
Yeah,
rose?
yeah.
Kinda like the color of my dress.
Well,
I
the
thought that would
sweatshirt's
be-
great,
I
but I like
I
the
thought that's
tank,
an original company color.
Yes. I
That's
mean,
a yuppie color.
this
what
is
it
this
boils
is our
down
color.
to.
Yeah.
Yuppie color.
I mean, you sit around drinking beer, smoking smokes, you know, and
Chewing
you talk,
tobacco.
chewing, and you sitting there
God.
talking business. Okay, you know, we got approved on a loan, but should we go somewhere else or should we sell it? You know, well, I don't care. What do you think?
She's loving this. Look at her. She's just loving this.
Well, shit, after all what happened last night, man.
What happened last night?
She's still asleep.
Didn't I talk to you last night?
You did?
Okay. Lenny's in a shit pit. I mean, he's so damn pissed off.
Why?
I said, well, what does Bob think? What does Mike think? Okay, that sounds good with me too.
What-
See,
why is
I
he
told
having
you
a
never
fit?
get in the business with family. I would not have anything to do
Mother!
with getting business. And I don't get all
Wait,
this
what?
shit.
Mother, this was
They
good.
call me
Now
up and
what's
they,
wrong?
I
Mother,
love you.
Mother,
Come
this
on,
was
Grandma.
good news. Mother, this was good news.
Good news. Wow, perform. You got a loan.
We got a loan.
Now, but
So why is
we're
Lanny
going
not
to,
fit?
we're going to,
Lenny
Lenny's
has
making
a-
your kids money,
yeah.
mother.
Lanny's gonna go to San Francisco.
Talk to his bank.
Just let her-
Yeah, but
Lenny always has a fit.
what we need to do is know if his bank will
I should.
will
that crap.
entertain a
It's over there
non-owner
somewhere.
occupied house.
Look at the edge of the table. Nancy.
I'll probably
Mike,
get
don't
it.
you have a mortgage broker who will take that?
No, not because of the season problem.
Not because
Tommy
of what?
must have
The
it,
season
Mikey.
problem.
What season from?
I know where it
Purchasing
is.
it for 52, they'll lane, 80% on 52, not on the value, just the purchase price.
Yeah, we need somebody who
Well,
will
if
on
there's any chance
face
to
value.
take
Yeah, that's what Lanny got, that's what I was happy with the loan we
Yeah,
got.
well, I don't know why we think we can do better anywhere else.
Oh, you think she can get more money?
Yeah.
San Francisco? Personally, I don't care.
He does.
I like the money that he got, actually.
Now that I'm surprised at.
Now, see,
I
what
do
I
not-
want,
if you- for
what
you
I
telling
want
me
Napa
that-
to know, see, I know enough now
Yeah.
that I can make sure Napa knows the whole damn truth. And if they're gonna think that you, and what I'm getting from Napa is that Bob was in a hurry, so he turned over and had me just clearing up some of the bills.
He never do. Never does that.
And that you got in a fight because you weren't gonna pay all the bills due.
That is absolutely not
She
true.
was writing the check when it happened.
And all I did was question whether or not Bob Nolan reimburses me for doing it. Because I felt, well, he's gotta get home. Bob Nolan settles that out. That is not my territory. Bob Nolan
If
and
he
it was
had-
even wrong because Sue even told me, you're not supposed to settle up
No,
anyway.
whoa,
We
whoa,
are.
whoa. Don't talk about that. Wait till I get back. I want to hear every word of this.
Because she said, because he said to me, if you're gonna pay me cash $15 an hour, if you're going payroll 17, I'm like, what
Did you tell Sue that?
Yeah. I don't think I think Sue was so upset because of what was going on that she didn't really hear that.
So how can
She
you
wasn't
nego-
upset, she was on the
She
sideline
was
cheering.
pissed. No, Sue was mad.
how can he negotiate for Lanny?
I
He
have
works
no
for
idea.
Lanny.
How can he negotiate with me for Bob? Alright? And he's asking me for money and presenting receipts that we're not adding up, and then has to fit when I ask him. I go, wait, you're asking me to give you Bob's money, and yet you don't wanna tell me why? Do you think he's not gonna ask me what?
You know, when I was up there last year, when I first met him, last Christmas,
Mhm.
and I thought he was much older than he is. He's only in his mid-20s.
Yeah, he's right.
Well, he had this book on his arm that is a relative of Diane's husband, George. And,
She's old.
and she is old. That's why I
He
figured.
likes older women normally.
Yeah, my God, Bob, she's
42.
I was gonna say she's between 40 and 50. And so
She looks young though.
well, she's tall and slim, but, you know, so was Miss Lillian when she died.
So what's wrong with that? Older
Nothing-
men go out with younger women.
Let her make her point.
Okay.
But I just assumed that he was an older guy. Well, now, I find out then, that shortly after that, they're not getting together, and, she was all over him. Now, he wasn't necessarily all over her, but I thought this was one real love match. And I thought, well, maybe he's 35 years old. She looked 45.
She look old to you?
She did to me, because I know women that are 40 years old that I could pass with 45.
Yeah, but I know women a lot younger who look a lot older.
That's true. Angel is one of them.
Angel looks older?
Angel does not look like an 18-year-old girl.
Looks like her early 20s, 4 or 5 years since.
And I just don't like the idea, and I didn't like, now, I know
There's
Sue had
safety
been
here.
upset with
Sue,
Pete
come
for the
on,
time Lanny took on, because Pete came down to work in Napa. Sue had a sleeper at her tiny house, plus had a sleep that old dog.
Iris is a nice dog.
All right, a dog,
He got mad at me because I didn't want him taking my dishes out of the kitchen to give his dog food in. I said,
Whose dog?
his dog.
His dog wasn't there.
Any dog. When I first came down this summer and my dishes were still there too, and I said, no, we do not feed, we get dogs dog dishes, we do not feed them with the pots and pans and
Pete's
pieces.
problem is that
well,
she
I
likes
was
to
at,
run a
okay,
household like it's the woman's.
when Sue first
Yeah.
met Lanny, or, Pete, Iris had a sleep in the house. This big dog, and Sue's own dog slept outside.
Yeah, well, Lanny used to say that I think dogs should be outside too. He didn't like that either. He used to try to bring Elsie, and I go, no, dogs are outside. Big, especially big dogs. I'm like, no, put them outside. He says, you just don't like animals. I go, no, I wasn't brought up with them with big dogs being in the house. You let them in when it rained or something so that they didn't drown.
As long as they
or
have a dry spot.
No special occasion, you come in and you sit down here, and we're gonna play with the kids, or we're gonna, whatever.
They're not, no, I mean, these dogs are huge. And I'm just not.
Should I turn off the
he's not
VCR?
running through the house.
What? Oh, my Lord.
God, this is evidence, good.
I'll replay it. I can rewind it when you play over it.
Yeah, play over.